the GenX Glam and Gab channel here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome. And if you're coming back, you probably noticed I just said GenX Glam and Gab. Yes, I have added the word Gab at the end of the channel because let's face it, that's what I do here. Glam, Gab, and oftentimes giveaways. But I thought it was like really long to add giveaways and I didn't want to like fully commit to adding that. Maybe in the future. And I know many of you are new to the channel. I'm a mom in the basement, uncut, hanging out at my glam station. And I know a lot of you have come in because you are fans of my cat, Xena, my little fiery ginger cat, Xena, who I've been having a really good time using as like my sample of uploading shorts. Like she's just such a great, I don't want to call her a prop. Let's just call her an actress. She's a cat actress and she is like perfectly cast for me experimenting on uploading shorts to my channel. So if you're here for Xena, she's not here at the moment, but I'm sure I'll put up a short later chronicling something that she's up to today. It's actually just me and Xena home. Today I have the day off work. Normally I'm out here, I'm like, oh, I'm in such a rush. We have to go, let's go. But today I have the house to myself, well, with Xena. The big boy will be home from college soon. The little guy, he's still out for the rest of the day. I have the day off work because here in Canada, we are honoring the victims and the survivors of a chapter in Canadian history that that isn't so great. That there were, there was this period of time here in Canada where there was a residential school system set up for First Nations children that were often taken from their families and put into these residential schools. And look, you can't do that. Like, you just can't do that. If somebody just took my child and was like, we want to send them to a better school than you've chosen for your child, I would be like, excuse me. So today in Canada, we wear orange shirts to commemorate this holiday, this very, very special day. I'm wearing my E.L.F. We Trust shirt today because we're talking about E.L.F. here at the GenX Glam and Gab channel station. I like to say it's a station, but YouTube has, like, whatever, when they came about, they said that they were going to name their things channels. I think they could have used stations, YouTube stations. I don't know, maybe station is like too singular and channels are more plural. You could turn the channels. I don't know. Anyway, later today when I go to pickleball, I am going to wear my orange shirt. I did this last year and I got in a lot of trouble because pickleballs are orange and you're not really supposed to wear orange clothing. It's not a rule. It's an etiquette thing, but I got away with it last year and I think it's important. Probably actually when I finish this video and I go out in town because I'm going to go hit up a few Shoppers Marts on my day off. Of course I am. I have discovered that Shoppers Marts do monthly giveaways. If you follow their Instagram channel, that like they randomly pick a follower every month. So each of these, I've seen these baskets at the checkout counters before and I've like looked and like, oh, follow on Instagram. I'm like not really super active on the gram, but I do have I don't know, what do they call it? It's not a station, it's not a channel. I have an Instagram account. So I'm gonna go out to a few shoppers, see what's going on. I know that tomorrow, October 1st, is like the big drop at Shoppers. They're gonna get a lot of their holiday bundles, maybe even some of their advent calendars. They have been telling me like tomorrow, October 1st, is the day that all this stuff is coming out for starting like the holiday rush. So I'm gonna go check that out. Join a few of the enter really into a few of these monthly giveaways, and all you have to do is follow them on Instagram. I can handle that. That's pretty easy. Just click follow. Speaking of which, it's easy to follow me here too. You just have to click subscribe. So if you like what's going on here in the GenX Glam, Gab, and Often giveaway channel, do consider subscribing. Come back, check out other videos, delve into the archive, see what's going on. All right, so I've already done a full face. I actually did a sort of get ready with me using a full face of E.L.F. But guys, I'm like, I am actually going to try and figure out how to do more editing in the long form. I'm just, like I said, I'm a mom in the basement. I have worked full time. I've got 2 kids, one that just started college, the other one that's going to be, he's almost done. I'm almost an empty nester. I might have a move on the horizon. I'll keep you posted on that. So I just have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just kind of an on-cop mom, hanging out in her basement, doing her glam, chatting with you folks, because I love to gab. That's why I think it's so fitting that I'm actually adding Gab at the end of this channel's name. You look like Glam and Gab. It's really fitting. It's really fitting. If you knew me off camera, you would know I do like to gab. All right, so let's just get into it. This is also a GenX Glam giveaway video. And since I'm wearing my E.L.F shirt and I'm saying, hey, I just did a full face of E.L.F. You see it on my face, skincare I did the whole 9 yards. I'm going to go through, I'm going to breeze through. I'm going to just hold up the products that I used, tell you where I used them, and maybe we can get out of here in like, I don't know, 10 to 14 minutes. I don't think we're going to make 10 because I have to show you what the new exciting E.L.F GenX Glam giveaway is. But first, before I do that, I want to give a shout out to Alexa. She won the latest GenX Glam giveaway. It closed yesterday on September 29th, and it was a CoverGirl sort of bundle lip, brow, and lash giveaway. Oh, it was very lovely. And I made a really nice GenX Glam and Gab goodie sachet for you. So Alexa, go ahead and email me at genxglamgiveaway@gmail.com. We'll coordinate a mail out, or you can DM me on the GenX Glam Discord server. I've put the link to that so that you can access that as well. Congratulations. And Just Joe, who won the GenX Glam giveaway before the CoverGirl bundle, I checked the tracking. Ma'am, that will be arriving at your doorstep this evening. I really hope you like it. Please come back on and let us know. Do come back on and let us know. But check the latest. I think this might be the coolest thing that I have that I have given away here. I don't know. I don't know. We've given a lot of cool stuff away. Please let me know in the comments if you've been around a while what you think if you can narrow it down to what you think one of the coolest giveaways that have happened here at the GenX Glam and Gab channel. But check it out. This is E.L.F. This is E.L.F. and Tinder. They collabed. Can you believe this? They have collabed and they put together, it is sort of a skincare and lip combo. That's how I would classify it. We're going to go through each of the products. Now I have torn mine out of the packaging because remember, I already did my full face. I've already experimented. I cheated on you. I went ahead. I like fast forwarded and now I'm rewinding and hanging out. I'm going back in time. I got in my DeLorean. All right, let's get at it. This is an E.L.F. and Tinder collaboration. It is, let's just get into the products. They're sitting out in front of me. There's this nice little like card shaped like a phone, so proper. And at the bottom, like there's like the little send button. This is just so cool. This is what we're going to go with. This is our table of contents for this one. Put your E.L.F. out there. All right. You get the All Slick No Ick face primer. It's right here. It's a hydrating primer. I did use it. I went in today with from the Pure Skin line from E.L.F. a toner. This has oat milk, niacinamide, and aloe vera, and it's an excellent toner. They also have a moisturizer in that line, but I didn't use that. I didn't use the Pure Skin line for E.L.F. for my moisturizer, under eye, and all that stuff. I went in with the Holy Hydration, and I used the Holy Hydration Serum. I used their under eye cream, and I used the Holy Hydration Moisturizer. This is an excellent line. I have done, speaking of giveaways, I did a giveaway with all minis from this line that includes their cleansing balm, which for it's like $12 full size, comes in like packaging like the full size moisturizer. That is just fantastic as a first step for melting away the makeup from the day if you haven't tried that yet. So that's pretty much what I did for the skincare. And then after got all that, let that sit, pressed it in like I do. I love to just press that stuff in. I went in with the All Slick No Ick face primer. It's hydrating. It does have a little bit of sticky stick to it, not much of a scent. It blended in really well with all that other skincare. There was no pilling. Thank you, E.L.F. Thank you for making your formulas compatible so we do not have to worry about pilling. Then I went in and I messed around with my lips. I used the new, and this is so cool. Where's the Tinder box? It came, like I said, I've destroyed mine, but these two lippy oils, there's one that's called Spice Things Up, the red, and then the clear is Keep Your Cool Lip Oil. This one has a little tinkly ting to it, and be mindful if you put, your lip liner on first, which I did. I thought this might be a little bit too red for me, but I think it turned out okay. I lined my lips with it, and I put some in like the corners and like a line down the middle, and then I went in with the spice things up lip oil. So this one has a little bit of pigment in it. And then I almost went in with this one to like finish it off, to give it maybe like a little bit of a gloss or just a double lip oil dose. But I caught myself. I was like, wait a minute. If I dip this guy, if I put this guy on my lips after I've already used these two products, I'm going to turn this into like red cloud of, yeah. So I went ahead and I got out one of my tools. I'm a big fan of tools. You guys, I'm always like, keep your tools at your station. I got out this, and you can even see the transfer, right? So I had dipped this clean into the clear and then put it on. This has a tingle. I did it though. You know, I don't like tingles, and I can still feel it at this moment. I can feel, it's been like I've been down here for like a half an hour and I still have a tingle in my lips. So if you're not a big fan of the tingles, just beware, give it away. Hey, a lot of times I put out these giveaways and I always say like, hey, if you're not going to use it, give it away to somebody. Let somebody else use it. But it comes in this cute little like Tinder box. Get it? Tinder. And it's like, they're just so clever. It's a match. I mean, they're just trying all these different puns on, yeah, this is an interesting collab. Let's just put it that way. And then you get this lovely little makeup bag. And yours, of course, is all going to be like new in the package. This fits properly inside a medium flat USPS box. So this is a USA or Canada giveaway. Please read the rules very carefully, but fear not, my friends out there in the world and the worldwide world. And in October, like I said, I'm going to try this, like upload a video every day. Some days it might be just me doing lips, and some days it might just be doing skincare or contouring. You know, these might not be long videos, but I did say, hey, let's drop a question. Let's do an icebreaker. Let's get to know one another. And, you know, so there'll be a question starting tomorrow, October 1st. It's the first day. It's the first day. And every week I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a GenX Glam Gab sort of like sachet bundle of really nice deluxe size products. Sometimes I'll throw in full size products. I've got some new full size products, at least in the skincare department, to add, because I've been winning giveaways too from Shoppers Mart. So I'm going to make some nice bundles. They're not going to be too heavy. So I feel like I'm pretty confident in saying, let's send these things out. Let's make those weekly sachets of GenX Glam and Gab goodies. Let's make those worldwide eligible. And throughout the month, it's my birthday month, I'm going to be still doing, you know, maybe one or two bigger giveaways that are a little bit heavier. And those will probably be only USA and Canada. So always please read the rules very carefully whenever I say this is a GenX Glam giveaway video. I just don't want anybody to be disappointed. And I think it's worth pointing out again, like our giveaways have just sailed through the world over 100,000 kilometers. Now we're creeping up like closer to 110, 100,000 kilometers out there. We've made it to Europe. We've made it to Africa. We've made it to Asia. We've been, you know, in Canada. We've been east, west, north, and south in North America. So is anybody from South America out there? I would love to send some stuff down there. So subscribe to the channel, make comments when you're eligible, and good luck with those. All right, let's quickly get into what else I did today. So I did my skincare. I did my lips. I used the new No Ick All Stick Hydrating Primer from the new E.L.F. Tinder collab. For color correcting, I used my peach color corrector here. I like to put this stuff once my skincare is nice. It's still a little wet. I like to get it like right in there, because that's where I have a lot of like purple and like a little bit of redness, but a lot of like purple and bluesies, like right down in that area. So I just like to press it in. I also like my Huda Beauty Faux corrector, but honestly, you know, when we're talking about like dupes and stuff, like a lot of people will say like, oh, well, you know, it's cheaper. It looks like the product packaging looks the same, but you never know until you use a product, a dupe, if you will, of an original sort of luxury brand. Usually they're dupes of luxury brands, you know, how it's going to perform, if the quality is going to be the same. And I could say in this case, very much are. So I was very happy. I use this as much as I get. Like rotate, rotate, rotate. I always say rotate. Your products will go further and you just get a more feel of what you kind of like better. So on the days when you're in a hurry and you just don't want to think about anything, you can just grab, because you know it works. You know it works. I also used my concealer click pen here from E.L.F. I love this thing. I have a couple of them. They're hard to find in the grocery store, but you can definitely get them online on the website. I used this color corrector. This is a putty color corrector, and it's more of like a pinky pink, and it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I don't think it's going to pick up. I do like how it is it's very not super pigmented. I put that like on my lids. I used that to prime my lids, and I went a little bit sort of in this area with it too. And that was kind of it. Blend. And then I went in, I did my brows. I used this E.L.F. brow pen. It's more like a crayon. It's in a soft brown. That I'm doing just a horrible job swatching it. It's not picking up. It's very faint, but that's what I like. You know, again, I just hold my brush down there at the bottom, not a lot of pressure, and I just fill in. I just fill in the fronts, honestly. That's all I do. And I did use today the this fun, relatively new drop. It is the brow setting gel clear from E.L.F. I love this. It doesn't pill, it doesn't flake, and I love that it has this dual-ended brush, so you can, like, you're supposed to get in there, front comb, back comb through your brows using the brush. Then I apply the color, the stick, and then I set it with the clear. Love it. I went in today and I did a little bit on my cheeks. I used this kind of very neutral, like peachy liquid blush from their camo liquid. I mean, these things were all the craze, right? We all know what I'm talking about. Very pigmented. I just didn't feel like going super pinky pink today. So I went with this, and it's so nice. It just blends in so nice. It's sitting so well underneath the bronzer and the powder that I have going on. But before after I got my skincare down, did the lips, did the brows, you know, primed the lids, I actually went in with my E.L.F. Holy moly. No, the Halo Glow liquid filter. Again, another product that's out there getting a lot of attention because it's like, oh, you dupe Charlotte Tilbury. E.L.F. duped Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless filter. Well, okay, everybody has duped Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless filter, but this thing is this is in the shade Light. I do like it. It does give a nice glow without me having to go in with like a full coverage foundation, which I did pull out. I did pull this guy out because I bought into it. It was $12 when it came out in the spring. And it's not, you know, it's not my favorite foundation, all right? But that's nothing against E.L.F. because if you've watched my channel before, you know, I don't have a lot of favorite foundations. I just like the light coverage. So a product like this, like any sort of like, give me a little bit of glow and base, like again, like my L'Oreal Glotion as well for that, or even like just my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Primer, just something that gives like a little bit of a base and a glow that I can build on top of. So like I said, I did build on top of that with a little bit of this like peachy blush liquid camo from the camo line from E.L.F. I went over it with I went under it. I contoured, you know, here. Did I just get something on my face? No, I didn't. I can never tell sometimes. My lighting in here is like, mom in the basement. Not a professional rig down here, guys. Not a professional rig, but I often hope that I do a good enough job to get the points across, whatever it is I'm gabbing about. So I love these two palettes, contour palettes from E.L.F. This one is the creamy one. It's got all the colors that you could possibly need. And if one of these or two of these colors aren't what you're going for, you can just blend them. That's what I did today. I blended them. And then here's the powder one, just to, you know, go all over the face and, you know, give some, you know, some powder contouring wherever it is you want to hit up. What else did I get into? Yeah, I set everything today with this setting powder this is the Perfect Finish HD powder. I used all E.L.F. brushes too. I was using this, got a piece of hair on it. I was using this kind of brush to like smooth things out, apply the powder contours where I needed to apply them. I was using this kind of brush to just take out a lot of the shine and to set underneath here where when my under eye products that I was using for correcting were just like, you know, drawing down a little bit I went in and sat down here with my T-zone and underneah here. And it just any place on my face where I was like, do I have too much shine going on? I love this thing. As you can tell, I love this thing. And Charlotte Tilbury also has a similar setting powder like this, you know, this Snow White look. I've hit pan on that one too. I don't always just use, you know, one of my setting powders that are, you know, in the light shade, you know, family. Sometimes I do use this E.L.F setting powder and like I said, it's like Snow White. All right, what else? What else? I didn't use this guy yet. I was saving something special for this video, something that we haven't seen before. Oh, I was using my E.L.F Beauty Blender. I get these sometimes when I do my restocks, and if you spend over $35, you get to pick out some products for free. And I have picked this, like they come in a 2-pack. They've offered those before. Something just fell. They've offered those before. I did too. Before I started my skincare, I put a little bit of this enhancing lash and brow serum on my brows and on my lids. Oh, not my lids, but like, you know, my lash line my lash line. It's brow and lash. I used my Extend-A-Lash mascara. I love this thing. It's in the shade brown. It's one of these comby, not so brushy sort of applicators, and I don't mind it at all. It doesn't clump, and it really does separate out my lashes. And if I say I don't mind it at all, I don't mind it at all, because if you've watched my channel before, you know I'm not a fan, okay? I'm not a big fan. This is my E.L.F Kabuki brush. Even after I set underneath my eyes with that sort of more, you know, targeted tipped brush for this under eye area, I took my Kabuki brush to that Snow White setting powder, and I just went all over it, and I just got rid of the shine. But let's go in with this. This is the new setting spray from the E.L.F Tinder collection. Haven't used it yet. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Very light mist. And there's a scent. There's a scent. It's not like it's a body mist where it's going to stick on me, but there is a definite scent. So if you're not into scents and you're not into tingles, maybe you don't want to, I think I paid $45 for this. This in my opinion is one of the best GenX Glam giveaways I've done. I don't know if you're an E.L.F fan. I just love how E.L.F does all these really cool collabs with this folks you wouldn't like even imagine that they might collab with. And I don't know, I like to collect them, and every once in a while I'll pick up an extra one to share here with the GenX Glam and Gab community. I think the last one I did was the E.L.F and Michaela collab with the new lip liners, and before that it was the one in a melon makeup bag that I believe Sylvia won. I loved that one. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off because I gotta get off to Shoppers Mart. One must get on their way. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It has been, oh wait, one more thing. Check this out. This came in a restock. I was able to use my E.L.F reward points, and I was thinking about trying to like put it up somewhere in the glam station in the new glam room. If you can read this, back the E.L.F up. I mean, should we just say that to people? Just back the E.L.F up. Are they going to get it? I don't know. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And yeah, read all the rules carefully. Get yourself in the GenX Glam and Gab giveaway. It will be open as soon as I upload this video, and it'll be open for a week. You'll see the date that it closes in the video description. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.